Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today, Monday, 28 March 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, New York time. Hope to find you all well and hope that you had a great weekend, some time to relax a little bit after crazy action last week and getting ready for a new week. So we are watching right now Nasdaq futures that are pretty much flat. Okay, they were nicely green early in the morning. Right now flat. Also SP 500 a little bit on the red, and the Dow also a little bit on the red. So we start the week pretty much flat, coming off the pre-market highs. Right now, as you are seeing, the price is fading. Okay, so is fading below the support line. So this basically Nasdaq coming from green early in the morning all the way into the red. So let's wait to see what the hell is going to happen next. So if we try to summarize a little bit things and trying to see where we stand right now, I usually like to keep things on perspective. So we coming, okay, from 2 weeks ago. This was on a Tuesday. 2 weeks ago, we basically had a big run, not giving much room for a pullback. So we push price above the 8 and 21 day moving average, so that's pretty much bullish. We start making higher highs, higher lows, and every dip has been bought. Last week we saw here a pullback that was immediately bought on the next day. So this means that we have here some bull power, some bull strength, keeping the bull case pretty much intact while we are above the 8 and 21 day moving average. But one of the things that I usually like to keep is also the perspective that we are extended from the 8-day moving average. So 8-day moving average down here, we have room for a retest on the 8-day moving average or even a retest on the 21-day moving average. But I will keep the price and the action pretty much bullish for now, even if we pull back while we are above on Nasdaq above 14,200. That will be my line in the sand. I will be bearish only if price breaks and stays below the 21-day moving average, where we can retest here the breakout, and lots of room for downside if we are going to call it a short-term top, but not calling it. Why? Because we didn't see price action for now calling for a top. What we know, we are above the 8 and 21 the moving average, so on the short term we are bullish, but a bit extended. Where we are extended, for example, Apple had huge huge 2 weeks action. So basically, if you are following me, you know that on this day, okay, when the price was at 151, we traded calls 155. I never imagined that the stock would go all the way from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on 9 days on a row with the stock going higher. So yeah, the move on Apple is pretty much extended. Can it go higher? Yes, it can. Why not? Anything can happen. But we need to respect price. And one of the things that I tried last week, for those that are with trading with me live on Discord, you know that I've been fading Apple. I've been looking for puts on Apple. We faded Apple on Friday. It worked well, and happy to see that the stock right now gapping down a little bit at 172 below Friday lows, gapping a little bit at 172. What I want to see right now on Apple, if 172 is going to hold. If 172 holds, it can try to fill the gap at 172.7, okay, 7 cents bounce, and the bull case continuation needs above 175 Friday highs of the day, and from there, in my opinion, it should stall. We have the next big supply zone, so let's see between 176 177 is the biggest level, and we are getting near that. But we also, and that's why I shorted Apple last week, We are very much extended from the 8, not even talking about 21-day moving average. We are really extended. So first, I want to see if Apple is going to hold 172 right now here. If it holds 172, it fills the gap at 172.7. To keep the bull case needs above 175. That's the biggest level for now. Or if it breaks below 172, watch out. We have 168. That's the 8-day moving average. 168, 169 as the possible next support and line in the sand. So Apple, it will be a focus today. What else will be a focus? It will be Tesla. Tesla is making right now a big gap up this morning. So Tesla, the last 2 weeks also pretty much amazing since it bounced from below 760 all the way into 1040 last week on a big move. Breakout here, recovers the 8 and 21 day moving average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and today day 10. Gapping up right now on the pre-market at 1064. I want to see if 1060, okay, 1060, if it's going to hold. If it holds, yeah, it can squeeze the next biggest level, 1100. That can be a target, but in my opinion, if you are long, you should be trimming your gains. You should not be heading longs here, in my opinion, unless it's a calculated scalp for an attempt to go all the way into 1100. Otherwise, you should be trimming profits on the way up. And if it breaks below 1060, it has 1040 last week highs and also 1026. That's the gap to fill in my opinion. But needs price break and stay below 1060. Okay, so that will be also a focus. What else will be a focus? It will be a focus. AMD. Last week we played calls nicely and that worked perfectly. So congratulations everyone that traded AMD with me, bouncing perfectly from the 8 and 21 day moving average. I saw some negative talking about semis this morning. I prefer to wait for price. Okay. I don't trade based on opinions or headlines or something like that or rumors. I don't trade based on those. I trade based on price. So right now what I know, price at 118, okay, it's around here. Okay, I want to see if it holds and if it's able to go from red to green. Okay, so $1 below Friday close. I want to see if it's able to go from red to green and if it's able to push above 120. 120 is my biggest level. Price needs above 120 to try to break above Friday highs, 121.4, and going into the next big level, 124, 125. That will be my biggest level in my opinion. But once again, we need to see it. Keeping the bull case while we are above the 8 and 21 day moving average. But we can also see something like this, some consolidation between 117, that's my first support, 117.25, Friday lows, it will be my first support. Below that, we have 115.6, that's the 8-day moving average, and below that, 114. I keep the bull case on AMD while we are above 114, even if we pull back. We can spend some time here before breaking out, or we can try, if we go above 121, we can try to break out all the way into 124, 125, the next level. So it will be also a focus. I will also be looking for the Chinese names. Chinese names last 2 weeks also pretty much amazing on a big move, but those that are with me on Discord know that we faded with puts on BABA. It worked well. We faded not on the top, but we faded when the price was still above 120. Very nice pullback from 124 all the way into 109 on Friday. 109, 110, 109 is the 8-day moving average, so bouncing perfectly from the 8-day moving average. What I want to see right now, 114, I want to see if it's able to hold above 114 and if it's able to push, if it holds 114, if it's able to push back into 120. 120 is the biggest level, okay? Not only on the technicals, but if you look for your options chain, if you look for the left side, you will see for this week, April 1st, you will see the biggest wall on the open interest is at precisely at the call 120. So that will be one of the biggest level. If we able to hold 114, we can squeeze and stall at around 120. So that will be a focus. If they push it price from green to red, it will be a yellow flag, and I will be bearish on BABA if it breaks below 109. We have 106 and the gap to fill at 105.6. That will be the next level to watch. So also it will be a focus. I'll be watching also DraftKings. DraftKings last week saw some bullish options activity. I'll be looking to see if it's able to play out some bullish options activity, but we need price confirmation. Price got rejected below the 8.21 the moving average on Friday, but still holding above $18. $18 is the line in the sand. What we need for the bull case, we need price above 90.20, okay? That will put price above the 8.21, next level $20, and above $20, the next biggest supply zone all the way into 24.25. So DraftKings, it will be a focus to see if it's able to go above $19.30. If it breaks above, then we can have a squeeze higher. For the bear case, needs below 18, and below that I'll be looking to see if it's able, if it breaks, where it's going to stall and reverse buy for a possible deep buying, but keeping just for now on watch. Facebook, it will be a focus. Also, for those that are with me, I've been fading Facebook with some puts intraday. Last week, we were able to get doubles on those puts intraday. On Friday, no exception, we shorted Facebook and it worked very well. After making a top here at 225, it gone all the way here, made a high, made a lower high, and breaking down, making a pullback all the way into 218.89. And we close the puts. That's a scalp, okay, because the price keeps pushing higher. So I don't want to get caught here short, just trading here some intraday moves. What I want to see if 225 is able to break or not. Okay, if they are able to break price above 225, yeah, it can extend some more to 30 to 40. But on the move up, if you are long, you should be trimming your gains, in my opinion. Bear case here on Facebook needs below Friday lows, below 218.89, and below that we have the next biggest level 213, that's the 8th day, and below that 211, that's the second level. Where I'll be extremely bearish on Facebook if it breaks below 211, okay? Below 211, yeah, we can go back into $200, and below that we have a gap to fill at 192, but we need to see it. So also keeping on watch. Small caps. We have been having some trades on the small caps. On Friday, we got IWM puts, Q puts, SPY puts, so that worked very, very well. But it's intraday, okay? It's still intraday. Why? Because price still holding above the 8-day moving average. So we cannot get much bearish while price above 204 on IWM. So 204, okay, Friday lows, it will be my line in the sand. It bounced perfectly from the 8-day moving average. That will be my line in the sand. So bull case needs above Friday highs, needs right now at 205.69 around here, needs to push above Friday highs and resume up. We have big supply zone all the way into 208, 210. So if you the price squeeze up, you should be trimming profits and fade around 210 if extends up. Okay, on the way up, you should be fading, in my opinion. Bear case scenario. It will trigger if we break below 204 Friday lows, and below that we have $202. It's the last line in the sand. $202 is the last line in the sand near the 21-day moving average, and I will be extremely bearish if price breaks and stays below $202 for a move into $200, and below that we still have a gap to fill at 195.7, so also that can be a possible level. But for that we need to see some more price action. For example, on financials, they bounced last week from Thursday, but the range is getting tight. Okay, the range is getting tight. So JP Morgan, it will be one of the names that I'll be looking above 143. The bulls needs above 143, right now at 142. Price needs above 143 to resume up, and bears needs price below 139. Okay, 139 we can roll over, we have 135, and below that we have a gap to fill at 133.5. So the range is getting tight, waiting for a move out of the range on the financials. Lucid, it will be also a focus. It's trying to put here and still holding here the demand and supply zones between 24, 27. So waiting here for a move. If it breaks and stays below 24, watch out, can roll over all the way back into 22. Price bull case scenario is above 26, okay, above 26 for a possible squeeze. 27, 29, $30 are the levels to watch. So also here on Lucid, price is getting tight, waiting for a move, either resume up and having something like this, or a breakdown and retesting the lows. It will be also a focus. Microsoft, very nice move on Friday, but price style at the first level, 305. Okay, on the trading plan on Friday early morning, I said 305 was one of the levels. Bull case needs above 305 to try 310, second level, 315, the last level. Okay, but we need to see it. What I want to see if Microsoft is able to hold the 8-day moving average. On Friday, it bounced perfectly on the first touch from the 8-day moving average. Right now, price around 303. I want to see if 303 holds. If it's able to break above 305, we have 310, 315. That's the next levels where it should fade, in my opinion, the move higher on Microsoft. But if price breaks below $300, watch out. Okay, below 299, watch out. We have 296, and I'll be extremely bearish below 295 for a retest here on the breakout. Okay, it can go all the way below 290. So Microsoft, it will be also a focus. NVDA, in my opinion, it's the easy part of the trading is gone. It had a big explosion up. Right now, it's a no trade for me. I'm not chasing the move. I will use it to see the sentiment on the semis. I'm looking for a possible inside action while price above 272. So Friday lows 272 will be my line in the sand, and looking here between 272 to 85 levels to hold for now. Flagging a bit before triggering the next move. Above 284, watch out for a move into 290. That's one of the next level. But if price breaks below 272, I'll be bearish. Not bearish, but on the short term, yeah, calling for a fade with the first target all the way into the 8-day moving average 262. But once again, we need to see it. The cubes have been keeping pushing higher. Okay, there is lots of people and traders scratching their heads about the moves that we are seeing with the yields and also the tech. But that's why I don't trade based on emotions. I don't trade based on headlines or anything like that. I trade based on price. And yeah, we faded cubes on Friday, it worked well, but it's intraday. Why? Because they keep buying the damn dip. Okay, so I'm not pushing shorts here, but once again, the move is getting extended. The time to buy was 2 weeks ago or even last week, not to chase right now the move, in my opinion. Can we go higher? Yes, above 360, we have lots of room, 365, 370, but on the move up, you should be trimming gains in my opinion. Where I'll be a little bit bearish on the cubes. Right now, price at 359. I want to see if 359 holds, if it's able to push above Friday highs and going all into the next level, 365, 370s, or If price breaks and stays below 359, watch out, we have 356, and below that we have Friday lows around 354, and below that the 80-day moving average at 351. But for now, keeping the bull trend while we are above the 8 and 21-day moving average. But once again, on my opinion, you should be trimming gains on the way up and not heading to the longs. SPY, exactly the same thing. They keep pushing price higher, but don't forget that this week we are going into end of the month and end of the quarter. So lots of rebalancing that can happen on the market. So manage your risk very, very wisely. We are extended 2 weeks with the price going higher. The last pullback on SPY was bought. Okay, just pull back 1 day, immediately get bought. It's very bullish, but price getting extended. What I want to see right now, 452. I want to see if 452 on SPY holds. If it push above 453, it can extend all the way 458, 460. And there, in my opinion, if it goes, you should fade the move on the way up. We are extended from the 8 and 21-day moving average, so one of these days we can have a fade and a pullback here for 1, 2, 3 days pullback to shake things a little bit. So be very careful chasing the move higher right now. My line in the sand, 452. If we break below 452, we have 450, okay? And below that, watch out because we have Friday lows 448 and we have the 8-day moving average around 444, 445, okay? That will be my last support. And that's it for the names that I'm watching right now. Nasdaq, it will be a focus. Keeps holding here. Okay, let's push support a little bit. It's very, very tight. Okay, one of the things that can also happen is some digestion, some consolidation on these moves with small range, okay, with tight range, and that will be very painful for the options traders. So also be very careful. If we stay inside of a range, you don't buy options premium, you should sell options premium without of the money calls and out of the money puts while we are inside of a range. Okay, that can also happen, so be very careful with that. So that's all for now. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. So I'm doing this from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. sharp, New York time, trying to help the traders community, trying to help everyone with my overview on the market, my perspective on the market, the names that I'm watching, the levels, trying to help everyone the best way I can. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow. Okay, so thank you all. Have a great day. Have a great week. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.